All right, welcome back to All Day Sports. I'm Carter.
I'm Nate.
I'm Tim.
I'm Dallas.
And today we're going to be doing 3 topics, one for baseball, basketball, and football. So we're going to start with NBA rookies. Basketball season is starting up. I'm excited for it. A lot of good young teams. The NBA is just as competitive as ever. There's good teams that are going to miss the playoffs, so it's going to be interesting. Dallas, who's your number 5?
So, starting off the top 5 rookies, I got Jaden Ivey. I think
That low at 5?
I don't know. I think there's some guys that are more NBA ready right now, but I got Ivy. I think he'll put up solid numbers. I think he can put up 16 points a game.
How is he be the 5th worst rookie if he's going to average 16 a game? Like, I'm just saying.
The 5th worst? You mean the 5th best?
5th best.
Yeah.
How would he act?
Well, I have guys on here that I think are more NBA ready, and they're going to put up better all-around stats. Because I think Ivy will be able to score the ball, but I don't think he's going to be giving up much else besides maybe 2-3 assists a game. Because he's not going to be the main facilitator. But I have Ivy at number 5.
My number 5 is Jalen Duran, just because he went to Memphis. So.
That's it?
Just
all right. He looked pretty solid.
He looks fine. I put him at 5 because I was like, he's a Memphis guy.
He can be pretty good.
My number 5, I got Shaden Sharp. I think he's underrated. He is a project, but I think he's been looking pretty good in preseason. Because he got hurt in the summer league. I think he hurt his shoulder in the first play or something. But he's looking pretty good, so he's a good explosive athlete.
I think he's going to be a little rough to start out the year.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be more of a. I think he's going to be more a second and third year guy, kind of like Darius Garland. And
he's a project, but I think he can be really good.
Yeah, number 5, I also have Shaden Sharp. Coming into college, he was the number 1 ranked player at his position. I think Shaden Sharp has really high upside. I think he can end up being kind of like a similar build to like a Jalen Green, but more polished on the offensive end, maybe a better defender too. I've always liked Shaden Sharp.
He's good.
So yeah, we just haven't seen him play basketball. So that's like the only problem. Okay, at number 4, I got Jabari Smith Jr. I have him at 4 just because he's not going to have a huge volume. He's going to be more of he's not going to be like the guy. He's going to be a supporting piece.
He reminds me of Kristaps Porzingis, kind of. A little bit.
Kind of.
Just
I think he's a much better defender.
Complimentary piece, though. He's not
Yeah, he's going to be like a catch-and-shoot 3 guy. He's going to be able to put his back to the basket and score on smaller defenders. He should be a solid defender.
Should be.
And I think he'll just be an all-around good player that can fit on 95% of the teams in the league.
My number 4, I have is it Benedict Matheran?
Benedict Matheran.
Yeah. All my rookie year guys. We all know what they did in college. I watched a lot of their summer league stuff. That's where I picked everything from. They really looked really good. So.
Yeah.
All right, number 4, I got Keegan Marie. Might be kind of low because he played really good in summer league, but he doesn't strike me as star potential. He's just like Jabari Smith, a really good complimentary piece, but a star in the making, I don't think so.
I don't know. It's hard to see those guys who go to college for a while and they become stars.
Yeah,
that really hasn't panned out too well.
You're right.
Yeah,
he just doesn't scream like star. Like the 3 other guys I have ahead of him, but
yeah, he didn't make my list. I like Shaden Sharp's upside a little bit more than.
I think Keegan Marie's defense isn't great either. And on a Kings team that really needs defense, so I think he'll have a good year on offense. He can shoot pretty good, and he's just like one of those solid ball players that just doesn't make a lot of mistakes. But I don't think
he was a good team leader over at Iowa. Yeah, I missed him.
Yeah, I had Keegan Marie at 2, but I think he has potential to win actually Rookie of the Year. Because everybody has Paulo at 1, I assume, or as their favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But I think Keegan Marie can win it just because he's going to be able to feed off of Sabonis in that offense, and he's going to get a lot of looks.
The reason why I don't see him winning it is because you got De'Aaron Fox on that team. Or am I tripping?
Yeah,
he's got De'Aaron Fox. I keep forgetting that Sabonis got traded to the Kings because you know what I mean. You go to the Kings and you kind of rot there. You know what I mean?
That sucks,
you get forgotten. But I don't know. I just don't see him winning it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Kings aren't stacked, but like De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis, I don't think he's going to be able to shine as much as he would want to as like a Bancaro.
I think he'll have like a Chris Duarte type year like that.
Yeah,
I could see.
So at my number 4, I have Jabari Smith. For the same reasons that you said. I'm not too high on him. I mean, he was good in college, but he doesn't have that star potential that the guys I have over him. And I could even take Shaden Sharp over him, but Jabari Smith is proven for right now, and he's played basketball.
Yeah,
so
I can see him being like a Chris Middleton kind of,
but just taller.
Yeah, just taller.
Not as like good of a ball handler.
Maybe a bit better of a defender, like just that complementary piece. But at number 3, I got Benedict Matheran. I think he's a great complete player. I believe he's a solid defender, but he's a great scorer. He's built like. He's going to be hard to stop.
Well, he had 23 points the other night and efficient.
He's a really good shooter off the catch.
Reminds me of Buddy Hield.
Yeah, it's like better athlete. Because Buddy Hield's not like the greatest athlete if you think about it.
Yeah.
In NBA standards.
Yeah.
In NBA standards.
Yeah.
Let me get that clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trio I want to see next year, not this year, but next year, I want to see Tyrese Halliburton, Benedict Matheran, and Victor Wembanyama.
That'd be awesome.
I think that would be one of the greatest young cores in the league. I know.
It's hard for me to buy into the hype of Wembanyama. I just, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's not going to be good, but like people are saying that like he's more touted than LeBron James.
He's the most complete prospect since LeBron.
I'm just saying, like, even guys like Carmelo Anthony were looked at higher than this guy. Like, come on.
I don't know about the Carmelo. LeBron, yeah, but
I don't know how good can you know what I mean? I'm thinking Kristaps Porzingis 2.0.
No,
better defense.
I think he's way better.
It's like if Kristaps Porzingis and Anthony Davis had a baby, really, because like he's got the handling of like Anthony Davis, who's able to handle the ball solidly. He's got the perimeter shooting and shot blocking of Porzingis, and he's got good lateral quickness for his size.
I just don't know. You know what I mean? He's just one of those guys that
he screams like I think he could be like one of the best defenders of all time. I really think so. He'll get stronger. He'll become a man. He'll get just.
I just don't know, dude. That you know what I mean?
He's just got to build up some strength because
he has gotten stronger since last year until he's gotten a little bigger. It's just he's young.
Literally, the only thing that worries me is can he stay on the floor?
But he's like 7.
Like I could see him like peak. I think he's a Yao Ming. You know what I mean? And Yao Ming was really good.
He was really good.
Yao Ming was the Shaq stopper. Yao Ming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The peak for me, I see like Giannis.
He could be Giannis, or he could just be.
I just don't see the speed. You know what I mean? Giannis is so fast.
You're right.
Giannis is top 3 speed guy in the league when he gets the ball. When he takes one dribble from half court and he's dunking the ball.
Because of his stride.
But at the same time,
but he's fast. You know what I mean? You can't discredit how fast Giannis is.
But at the same time, Giannis, when he was Victor's age, he wasn't near. He was way skinnier. He just wasn't as.
Well, dude, could you imagine? It'd be like Giannis at 7'4". Oh my gosh.
Well, man, I mean, Victor, he'll get bigger. I'm not worried about him.
Yeah, but I don't see him having a Giannis type bulk. And you know what I mean? If 5 years later we come back and we watch this and I'm wrong, then that's fine.
I'm just saying he's already more built than like Chet Holmgren. Like Chet is like thin. Victor's really.
But you look at a guy like Durant. Durant never had to put on muscle. You know what I mean?
He put on a little bit just because he.
Little bit, like. The crazy part is him and Kevin Durant like weigh the same. Giannis and Kevin Durant weigh the same amount. And Kevin Durant's thighs aren't as big as Giannis's arms. So.
Yeah. But yeah, that's. I have Benedict Matheran at 3. I'd love to see that trio.
I think that's a good. I think the Pacers they're building.
Yeah, my 3 I have Jaden Ivey. Same reasons like we all talked about. I from what I saw on film, he was pretty complete to me. I liked what I saw.
Yeah, he's
really consistent.
Yeah, he's a complete scorer. He's just got to make sure he's not a liability on the defensive end.
Jim, what college did Jaden Ivey go to?
I don't know.
All right, number 3, I got Ivey too. People say he's like John Morant. I don't think so. I think he doesn't have like the athleticism, like the jumping up the vertical, but he has like speed like John Wall.
I think he's a better shooter.
Yes, than Ja coming in, yeah. But,
and a scorer of the basketball.
But he just isn't the passer yet. But it's gonna be. He'll be like I don't know. I think he'll be an all-star, but that's K's team for sure.
I think he can be like a better Tyrese Maxey kind of.
But Tyrese isn't as athletic as Ivy is.
I see the comparison.
Vertically, you know what I mean.
I see
You don't see
comparison.
you don't see Tyrese actually going into the lane and dunking on guys like Ivy.
That's a good comparison, I guess. But like, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
They both have really good first steps, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Ivy's gonna have a good year, so. That's all I
So at number 3, I have Jaden Ivey also, just for the reason that we talked about. I think he has the second highest ceiling in this class. I could see him being a mix between John Morant, John Wall, and Russell Westbrook, with I think a better shooting ability than all 3 of those guys, because I think all 3 of those guys are average shooters or below average. So
Yeah.
maybe a little bit better of a defender, like a prime Westbrook defender. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
I just wanted to work on his passing a little bit too.
hopefully as good as a playmaker as Westbrook.
Yeah, number 2, I had Keegan Murray here. I think he is one of the most NBA ready at this moment.
He is very good, yeah.
I think he can help the Kings get into play-in contention right now, because I think he can be a good number 3 to start the year, possibly a number 2 going throughout the year,
Number 2,
potentially a number 1, even like
You're really
Over
Because-
Fox, no.
You're really going.
Okay,
high,
okay.
man.
Fox. They've tried to build the team around Fox. It is not working.
Fox needs to get traded.
I think they're ready
Keegan's
to.
not. He just doesn't strike me as a build around type of guy. You know.
I think they
I feel like Keegan, you know what I mean, his floor is a good role player, but I don't see his ceiling anything greater than like a 2 or a 3-time All-Star.
Yeah.
He
I think he could be one of those guys that also peaks early and just kind of plateaus.
reminds me of like. I'm trying to think of like what you just said about like kind of like an all-star, but like not at the same time. Like he'll make a couple.
Like a very, very good NBA
Like a
player.
Middleton?
No, Middleton will be end up being much better.
I don't know. Like,
That's a decent comparison, just because Middleton hasn't made a lot of all-star teams.
No,
he's just-
and it took a while for
Yeah.
Middleton to get good. I could see him. Trying to think too of like a guy.
Maybe like Gordon Hayward, kind of.
Yeah,
like that level of player.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll have that peak of like Gordon Hayward did with the Jazz.
Yeah, get some really.
I don't know. I think Keegan Murray can be really good.
Okay.
Well, you got to think Hayward was averaging like 26, 27 a game with the Jazz team.
I don't know if it was that much.
Yeah,
It was
it was like 26.5.
I thought it was like 22.
No, he had 1 year where he averaged like 26 points a game. But
He probably did, honestly, because he had that one really good year. I think he only
it was that one really good year before, like the year before
Yeah.
he left.
Yeah, the year before he went to the Celtics.
That was
Yeah.
the only all-star appearance. I think.
Busted his ankle.
Yeah.
All right,
I
my
don't know.
2, I have Paulo. I don't think I think my number 1's better. Like I said, I watched all of them on film, and he was consistent, but he didn't do anything that was like, oh my god, he looks so good.
I don't know. He's an impressive scorer, and he moves very well for being 6'10", and he's heavy.
He's-
Not fat, but like he's jacked.
He's
Yeah.
smart. He's very smart.
I can see it because like he's had some turnover struggles in the preseason,
But I think that's bound to happen to any
But
go-to
again, I
scorer.
have him at 2, so it's not like I think he's going to be bad.
Who do you have at 1 then?
Jabari Smith.
What does Jabari Smith do better than Banchero?
Everything on film.
No.
He looked so good.
He's not a better scorer.
He's a better shooter, that's it.
Yeah, he's not a better defender.
No.
well, I would say it's
Yeah,
too early to
I don't
tell
watch
right
defense, I
now.
don't care about
But,
defense. I only watch offense.
well, who do you got at number 2?
I got Benedict. Benedict, man. He's good.
Yeah.
He's a great athlete, you know. He was a 2-year college player at Arizona too, and he was good as a freshman, but he really just broke out. And he's a good 3-point shooter. He's a really good 3-and-D guy that I think has really good upside. I think he could be like a Zach LaVine. I really think so.
Yeah,
like a very good athlete, but like he polishes his skills and he's like really good.
but a much better defender.
So I think
than
that Pacers team is good. I think Halliburton can make the All-Star team this year. I
Yeah.
think he's really good. I think he's a floor general.
Yeah.
It's a true point. So
I think Halliburton can be a most improved player of the
Yes.
year candidate.
So I think
So-
Benedict's he could win rookie.
At number 2, I also have Benedict. I think he could end up being the second most complete player in this draft. As I said, I think he's the best shooter in this draft,
Yes,
like
very
just pure
good.
sharpshooter.
Yeah.
And I think he has a high ceiling. I don't know, I don't think he has a ceiling of like a James Harden or anything like that. But you know what I mean. I could see him one of his best years being like 24, 5 and 2 or something like that.
I can see kind of like a Devin Booker.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Devin Booker, but a much better defender.
and a better athlete.
Yeah,
Maybe just not as like good of like a mid-range.
Yeah.
That's a good
maybe like a
comparison.
Clay Thompson, but like tone down the shooting, up the athleticism.
Yeah, I think you're saying.
Yeah, it's hard to make comparisons for guys you've barely even seen play in the
It's
NBA.
true. but
Because
I think he'll be really
Except
good.
Ben Carroll.
I just think Benedict has like one of the highest floors. Like just with his shooting, he won't be bad.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody likes that.
like some guys will do something in college and then they'll come to the NBA and do something completely different.
Yeah. He's a good athlete. He'll stick with
Who you got at one?
I'm assuming y'all have.
Yeah, I think we all have
Yeah.
Paulo at one.
I think.
What do you guys love about him?
Van Carroll is. I think his ceiling is Carmelo Anthony, a
Yes.
prime Carmelo.
but a better
Anthony,
defender,
but a better defender,
better passer, better IQ.
Yeah,
He's very smart. He's very
and
smart.
he's a great teammate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Carmelo Anthony's never struck me as a good leader or a good teammate. Like you literally had guys talking about he would be happier when he'd score 30 points and they would lose than if he'd have 20 and they would win, which is crazy to me. You know what I mean? But
Van Carroll almost strikes me more of a LeBron because I think he's a better ball handler than Carmelo. I think I see a lot of shades of LeBron in him also.
just
Obviously, I don't
it's
see
it's
him-
just the athleticism for me. You know what I mean?
I obviously don't see him getting to the shade of
His athleticism
LeBron.
to me was like, it just wasn't.
I
I think it's crazy that you think that Jabari's better when
Jabari just looks so good on film.
I
when
don't think so.
what college did Jabari go to?
I don't know. I didn't watch his college film. I watched their summer league film.
He didn't do that good during summer league.
What team did he get drafted
The
to?
Rockets.
Okay, all right. He's not even.
They don't know what even team he plays for.
Well, he didn't know where he went to college at. That's what he got big. But
I just think Paulo, he's very built too.
well, and you
he's built like a
coming out of that Duke system, you know what I mean?
Well,
So-
my thought
like a
behind it
team.
was, who cares what they did in college or in the NBA? I wanted to see him against
Yeah.
NBA competition.
What?
How does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I wanted to see
Who
what they
cares
looked like
what they
against-
did in college?
Well, people are great in college and bad in the NBA all the time.
Not
I wanted to see
always.
what he looked like against.
That hasn't happened as much
Yeah.
lately. Like,
It's been a couple of years.
I will say the last 2 years, there's been a lot less buzz in
Yeah.
the NBA.
Well, I mean-
Yeah.
Especially to start out that 2019 class with Luke and Trey. There was a good amount of buzz in there.
That was
or
18.
18
That was
with
18.
18
Tatum.
Fultz.
Yeah,
that was
Fultz.
17.
Yeah.
You guys are ahead of your.
I don't think Fultz is a bust yet.
I think he had the shoulder really messed him up because
Yeah.
dude at Washington he
But-
was.
Oh,
So the last 2 years, there hasn't been a ton of buzz, really.
you don't know,
No,
like,
but
why
but
do you
what
not
you
know about
what you do in college matters. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not saying I didn't mean it doesn't matter, but when I'm watching, when
Especially in the tournament.
I wanted to see what they look like against.
You're
NBA
saying you'd
competition.
rather watch their NBA film than their college film? 'cause
Yeah,
it's
I wanted to
more
see them
realistic.
against. Yeah.
You're right.
I just don't
I
know.
can
It's
see that.
going off of summer league and going off of the NCAA tournament is two completely different.
I can
things.
see going off the preseason because then you're
Yeah,
getting
not summer league because
'Cause-
summer leagues you're playing against a bunch of guys who don't end up making the roster. You know what I mean? A couple of rookies.
My thing with you is he was bad during summer league as well.
Yeah,
He was not.
Jabari
Did
struggled.
you watch preseason? Is that what you watched?
A little bit, but I made this list after the first 3 games. So
I mean, I'm not gonna say it could happen, but
I just
I can
Paulo's so complete.
I can maybe see it year one because Paulo maybe struggles with efficiency or something and
I don't
maybe
think so.
handling the ball. But
I think he's smart enough. He'll get his points.
I still see Paulo.
the reason why I don't say the LeBron
bonafide
thing is I don't think it's just the athleticism and Paulo really likes that mid range and that low post area where Carmelo Anthony scores. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Oh, he knows how to use his body, and maybe he'll score. I bet he'll score. I think he really could average 20 a game.
yeah.
He could.
Okay,
All
so
right,
we're gonna
topic
move on to buy or sell with NFL players. We got 5 players, and we'll tell you if we want to buy them or sell them.
So buying and selling is
like
basically
stocks.
is basically saying, would you buy the
you-
stock on this person because you think they'll get better, or do you want to sell them because you think
They're high.
right now and they're going to go down? So at number 1, we have Jonathan Taylor.
so
Buy. He's low
I'd
right
buy,
now. Just like the fantasy thing. Last year going into week 5, he was ranked 24. You know, he wasn't doing anything crazy, and then after he's running back 1 for the
I'll
next.
say buy because I think after this injury, I think he'll come back.
People are so low on him
So
right now.
if we're legitimately, I guess buy is the best option because he can really only go up from what he's played like. But I just don't.
But he could
that
go
offensive
down.
line has just been shaky, and then even then he hasn't.
It could
showed anything.
It could be like a David Johnson where he gets one
Yeah.
injury and it just piles on.
Yeah,
But
I don't really think that because this is his first injury ever,
Yeah.
literally ever.
yeah, well, David Johnson started with a broken toe and it just went downhill from there.
Yeah. Well, he got a lot of touches last year. He got a lot of touches his rookie year too.
Yeah.
And he was good his rookie year. It's just I don't know. It really does worry me. Like the injuries that on some younger running backs they can pile up quick. I don't know. I don't think that's the thing with JT, but I don't know. That offense has just been bad this year.
When healthy, he's top 2 running back, even top 1. So.
I would say minimum top 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh well, he was the best running back last year. It's just this year the offensive line hasn't been as good, but at the same time, it's just he
you take a season. You take a season last year and put it. You know what I mean? He'd be the best running back this year.
It's just it's because Matt Ryan's been horrible too.
Yeah. Well, you can
that
only,
whole Colts team has
well
been
the offensive line has been bad, but hasn't been that bad. But you can only be so good when your quarterback fumbles 10 times.
Yeah, it's been pretty.
I'd
bad.
Still sell because the injury concerns, but I don't think buying is a bad on here because he can only go up if he stays healthy.
Yeah. Okay, at number 2 we got Lamar Jackson.
Definitely buy.
He's had a little bit of a slump.
I don't know.
If you're the Ravens, you're definitely mad at yourself right now because you could have got him after he had a down season last year for injuries. You could have got him for probably cheaper than what you're going to have to pay him now, and there's a great chance that he will never play for the Ravens again after the season.
Dude, I could see him going to Miami.
Miami's been rumored. I don't really. I mean, if Tua's done, hopefully not. Prayers.
Why would you not do that even if Tua's healthy?
Even if Tua's healthy, I'm taking Lamar Jackson.
Lamar clears 10 times.
Oh, I know, but it just doesn't. You don't really see that happen.
Would you do like a Tua? I don't know, maybe an Xavier Howard and like 3 first-round picks swap for Lamar.
They couldn't get that for Lamar. 3 first-round picks. He's on contract this offseason. No one's going to give him 3 first-round picks for him.
Why?
Because you can sign him.
What if they do like the trade and sign or the sign and trade or whatever?
You're not going to get. I'm just saying you're not going to get 2 Xavier Howard and 3 firsts for Lamar when he's on a contract year. That usually doesn't happen.
Yeah,
it's like
or Lamar Jackson to the Vikings. Oh my god!
I mean, it's like the Tyreek Hill situation. Is the way I'm looking at it. Like, why wouldn't they trade him and then they basically pre-agree to terms on signing?
Well, no, and that happens. It's just with the Tyreek Hill situation. He still had a good amount of years left on his KC deal. He just wanted more money.
Yeah,
it's one of those things where he's like,
I'd love to see Lamar go to the Vikings or Miami. That'd be awesome.
I do think he's in a great offense. I think John Harbaugh's a great coach. He tends to. Oh yeah, he is offensively minded. To use Lamar, he's a great coach.
His decisions have been a little suspect.
He trusts his team.
The one
against the Bills, you got to kick.
Was bad. Yeah, bad play call there.
But if they scored. Oh my God!
But it was a bad play call. You do an RPO. You don't do like a
Yeah, that was a bad play call.
So it wasn't Lamar's pick. Like he threw a pick, but I don't think it was his fault.
So what do you think is a dark horse place for Lamar to go?
Minnesota.
But why?
No.
Not if they paid him.
Las Vegas.
I was
thinking maybe like the Giants.
I was going to say the Niners, but I don't.
Oh my gosh, the Niners.
Oh, I think that's a perfect situation for him. But
y'all hear about the Bills are trying to trade for McCaffrey.
Well, I think the Panthers are going to start dumping their roster.
Yeah, I think they're going to rebuild.
Trade for DJ Moore, Tennessee. Oh my God, it'd be so.
I won't throw them anyway.
I'm trying to think like the Giants seeing Saquon and Lamar in the backfield.
I think.
That'd be good.
I think Saquon's best running back in the league right now.
Because if the Giants can do what they're doing with Daniel Jones, imagine them with
Lamar Jackson
quarterback. Yeah,
I buy though.
Definitely, 100%.
He's had a little bit of a slump, but
Rashad
Bateman was
or either 9 touchdowns in the first.
Hear me out.
3 games.
Tom Brady retires. Lamar goes to the Bucs. Oh my gosh, that'd be such a.
That roster's starting. It's starting to.
It's
old. They're running out of money.
I feel like it doesn't fit the timeline.
3 years, that's a bottom 10 team.
This is their last year, I feel like, to compete. Like Evans is only going to get any.
They're like the Bulls in '97 or whatever.
The Last Dance.
Yeah, the Last Dance.
Basically.
They should almost start dumping their team if they're like mid at the trade deadline or whatever.
Could you see them going to Green Bay if Rodgers calls it quits?
No.
You feel weird seeing a Packers uniform.
I mean, he's used to the cold.
You don't want.
And I don't see him. I don't see him going to Dallas just because they paid Dak Prescott too much money.
He wouldn't go to Dallas.
I think he would.
I mean,
I
would hate that if he went to the Cowboys because Dallas.
We have.
Like what about
the Rams? I could see Lamar Jackson going to the
They're paying
Rams.
Stafford way too much money.
Yeah, but if Stafford Sucks like he has been.
Stafford's old, though.
He's thrown 5 interceptions in the fourth quarter this year alone.
Yeah,
so what if hear this?
Russell Wilson's been awful too, but
What if Zach Wilson gets hurt again and he's struggling? Do you think they might do that?
I think it's still too early to move on from Zach Wilson.
He'd be great in that offense, though.
I do believe he will.
NFL teams are not afraid to move on if there's something.
It's true.
And if you're the
I don't believe
Ravens,
that.
I think the Ravens would be a great situation for Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
They need another receiver there.
Yeah, the receivers.
If you package
defense,
or Lamar to the
Devin
Colts.
I could see the Colts.
Yeah.
that'd be.
I don't know about the Colts.
But the only thing is they're a low market team. You know what I mean? So
You guys actually think he's gonna?
I don't really know if that matters too much,
I don't think
especially in
he'll
a trade.
leave. I think the Ravens will pay him.
no, I think he deserves to go somewhere else.
I think they'll tag him and then they'll give him.
He's done everything he could for them.
Dude,
He won them an MVP. He went 15-1 with them.
I don't know about
do a Watson swap.
But they might.
Yeah, no.
They haven't given it. They didn't give him a receiver to throw the ball to.
Yeah,
They could have done more.
if
They could have done more than what Lamar did for them. You know what I mean?
Yes, every team could have, but it's not like
really.
they didn't do anything for him. They drafted him a receiver in the first round twice.
Well, Marquise Brown, he's been way better on the Cardinals than
Rashawn Gardner.
I think they need to get a more rounded.
I'm not
receiver
saying
now.
that their
They just
picks
keep
were
trying to
very
get
Kevin Duvernay's
They
better
did-
than Bateman.
so far this year, but
I agree with that. Yeah, I've always liked Duvernay though because he was really good last year
I don't
too.
know. It's just in Lamar's defense, his receiving core is pretty off.
Yeah,
he's relying
But
way
it-
too much on Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
well,
kinda
that's all
has
he
to.
has.
Exactly.
But I've been kind
It's
of
like that Brady and Gronk thing, you know what I mean?
I still think
Brady
Lamar could
had
move the ball
more.
better.
So what if they trade for like Allen Robinson or something?
No.
Like, would you like that team a bit better?
I don't think.
Allen Robinson's not that good.
If they traded for DJ Moore,
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
like
I think DJ Moore would. Fit
I think Allen
perfectly.
Robinson is. I get what you're saying, but I think Allen Robinson.
maybe
is
Allen
bad.
Robinson in
Is a-
2019.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah, I'm just trying to
three.
think of, like.
Go ahead and go to 3. Joe Burrow,
Bye.
Bye.
sell.
No.
Surprising one. I love Burrow. And
He's been pretty good ever since that week.
but that I don't know. There's something about the offensive line up there just scares me. I feel like it's gonna get hurt again. I'd probably buy. I don't know. I just say sell to throw it out there because he's kind of worried me a little bit, but he still looks really good.
Still top 7.
I think I'm just gonna hold for now because like
That's kind of like one of those things that I don't. Sports cards is a perfect example. Like I have a bunch of Burrow stuff, but I'm not gonna sell it. But it's like, oh, that's scary. You know, it's like I don't know what I want to do.
yeah.
So T-Law.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody's low on him.
I don't know how I feel about T-Law, man.
I would
There's-
buy.
He started out really good this year.
They're saying his turnovers are an issue,
Yeah.
but I don't.
He has issues, but I think he played a full season with a bad head coach and a bad team, and then this year
Decent, you know what I mean?
they're 2-3 going into week 6. They played with the Eagles. Like
They destroyed the Chargers.
yeah. He's got a good defense. So if they just figure out a few things on offense, they're going to win the division.
They
So
should have beaten the Eagles.
And they've given him weapons.
if it's
to
not
work with
not
also.
raining in Philly, I think that game's actually a lot different. Yeah, he had where the turnover issue came from is because he had a few fumbles in the pouring rain. Come on, like that's just how it goes sometimes.
But yeah, I would definitely say buy on Lawrence because they have a pretty easy schedule coming up in the next few weeks.
Well,
At
I don't
least
think it's
defensively.
schedule. It's just in general, like the next few
I
years.
mean, they'll play
Just
all year.
come
But
to
no, I'm not
ability.
talking about like this year. I'm talking about like in the future.
I think he's going to get some momentum these next few games. He's going to carry it in and carry it into the playoffs.
Well,
They're going to win the division. and then-
I could definitely see them.
I could see them being 9-8.
I can see them having like a Bengals
They
type
don't.
run.
Well, it's not like they need to
Maybe
win
not.
13 games to win the division.
Yeah.
Win 10 and probably win it pretty
They
easily.
probably win
So,
9.
I don't know about 9. That's
Yeah,
that's
it's just the
usually
difference between one win.
Well, I know, but 9 games usually doesn't win a division.
It will yours probably.
I bet they go into Jackson. I bet they beat Tennessee handily in Jacksonville.
Win the division at 7-10 and
Division
with a
games are never
tiebreaker.
handedly. It just never happens.
The Bills and the Steelers.
That's not a divisional game.
Oh, am I tripping? Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah,
But
still.
even
we'd beat the Packers.
just look
pretty bad.
at
Yeah.
last night.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, it does. I'm just saying. But look at last night, the Raiders and Chiefs. It was a close game.
But I don't think the Raiders are that bad.
They're
the
not.
Raiders would win your guys' division.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they.
Yes,
lost
they
to
would.
us. and we're not even the best team in the division. So
They will win your division.
I don't know, man.
the Raiders aren't that good.
Better than the Titans.
Oh my god, but we beat him 2 weeks ago. All right, number 5, Dak Prescott.
Bye.
Hold.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody's so low on Cooper Rush is better. No, he's not. You don't pay Dak Prescott that much money. People doubt him so much. You put Dak Prescott on any other team, he's one of the most liked guys in the NFL. He gets hated on because he wears that star on his helmet.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with play on the field. His injuries, this is the only thing that concerns me. That's why I wouldn't sell or I wouldn't buy.
But that's not okay.
His injuries just concern
That injury
me.
though, that's not an injury that's gonna like.
But that's
it's not a leg injury.
That's like his third injury in 3 years.
It's not a leg injury.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like a.
And then he had a calf.
It's not like an
last
ACL
year.
or a
It was
Those leg injuries are
a shoulder like Mayfield.
Yeah.
like that's not his fault. If Devin White's helmet's not in his hand.
Well, I'm not saying that
he's not hurt.
The thumb's his fault, but it's just it seems like every year it's always something.
I think it'll be
On the
fine.
field, I think he's fine. I would buy him. Like I like him on the field. It's just the injuries just always considered.
I think once he comes back, I think that Cowboys team can keep
It's the
going
same
on.
with Jonathan Taylor. Like everyone, you have to think about the injuries. It's football.
Yeah, and the Cowboys' run game this year has been actually effective.
Kind of
something
a
they
little
didn't have last year.
inconsistent.
If
but
if the thumb doesn't bother him at all when he comes back, I think you guys will be fine.
Yeah,
Like and we said, we give you crap all the time about Cooper Rush because he's played consistent. But like we were looking at, he had 104 yards and a pick against the Rams, and you guys won. So it's not like he's playing out of his mind. So when Dak comes back, I think you guys will be good. So.
well, I think when healthy, Prescott's a top 10 quarterback. So
and like this week, if they play Dak, I think they should play him. And if
Cooper Kupp's winning you games, let Dak recover.
what I'm saying is, I think we should put Dak in this game if he thinks he's up to it. But if he's struggling, like
Or if
with
he-
his
if
thumb,
it's-
then
yeah.
you put Cooper Rush
take
in
him
there.
out.
Because once it eats the
Like
Eagles,
it's kind of like that situation like in warm-ups. If he feels great in warm-ups, let him go. But if it's like, I feel it a little bit, it's kind of sore. Like no, just pull him.
Yeah,
I think that's my upset of the week is Dallas beats the Eagles.
because this
Is it in Dallas or is it in Philadelphia?
it's in Dallas. No, this one's in Philadelphia.
I'd pick the upset for Dallas if I was betting.
Because this
It's tough.
This
but
game for the
but it
Cowboys-
seems like with division games, for some reason, it's always flip flop. Like when we play in Indianapolis, we always win, and then they always beat us in Tennessee. It's like we never beat them on our own turf.
Yeah, but I would also say our teams have more of a home field advantage when it comes to our respective places because not many people want to go into Philadelphia and play on a Monday
agree.
night.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rowdy. It's gonna be cold. And it's gonna be uncomfortable.
Just like the Vikings do.
But
he's good.
but yeah, I think Dak will bounce back. I think I would definitely buy it.
But again, like we all hate him because he plays for the Cowboys.
I actually don't hate Dak though.
I don't hate Dak
I hate
either.
Zeke, but I don't hate.
Yeah, but like, I think I wouldn't like Zeke if he played for the feet. Like
I don't like Zeke in general. It's the way he looks.
I don't like him. I don't like him because like Zeke isn't because he plays for the Cowboys.
I've started to really like Trayvon Diggs. I think
He's
Trayvon
good.
Diggs is the top 3 corner.
He's
in the
really
league.
good. He's actually
Okay, he got burnt by Cooper Kupp one time
he's looked pretty good.
because he like slipped.
I think
But
it's
he's looked good besides
number
that.
1 is 1A, 1B. It's Surtain and Ramsey, and then I think it's Trayvon Diggs.
I don't hate.
You know who's like good though?
Jack.
Jack Jones for the Patriots is really good.
Yeah, and
He's a stud.
Marlon Humphrey's been very
He has 3
consistent this
picks.
year.
But
I don't know.
He's not better than those 3. He's probably top.
Can you
5.
really put Marlon Humphrey that high when their defense is getting killed? You have to think.
But it's not. I can't blame Marlon Humphrey because
You can blame Marlon Humphrey for the
Whose fault is
49
it?
points in that collapse in the fourth quarter.
Whose fault is it then? Because is Marcus
the other-
Peters awful then? Is Marcus
He's been
Williams
bad,
awful?
Marcus Peters has been awful this year. He's been very bad.
Is Chuck Clark awful? They have a good defense. And you have to hold them all accountable.
Well,
I'm
and
just
the
using
Dolphins
example,
scored
Xavier
like
Howard. Like there's good corner. There's other good corners.
21
I'm
points
just
in the
saying.
fourth quarter.
yeah, 21 unanswered in the fourth. Or
Let me ask you
whatever
guys
it was.
this: who's better, Darius Slay or Marlon Humphrey?
Darius Slay.
Oh, Darius Slay. I was just throwing a corner out there.
The Ravens' defense has been disappointing. I thought they were going
Well,
to
they're always.
Yeah.
But like we said beforehand, the Ravens' defense is always good. And
I just thought they were really good.
They gave up a lot of stuff through the air.
Cam Dantzler might sneak into that. I think he's a good
He's been
corner.
pretty good. He's been better. Yeah.
I don't know if he's that
Top
cheery
15.
yet,
I mean, he's
That's
actually
15.
He's at least okay.
but he's getting there. Let's
He's
just say
top
that.
half. He's top.
I'm just saying,
16,
most
like,
receivers
you want
haven't
to
been
half.
killing us. If you think about it.
Well, no receivers going is just cooking your corners.
No, that's just
Your pass rush has been a lot better this year too, though. So.
Zadarius Smith has been a top 3 rusher in the
he's been
league.
really good. Daniel Hunter's been good.
Daniel Hunter is really getting helped by the production of Jabari Smith.
Yes.
But yeah, okay, we're gonna move on to a quick little MLB topic. We're gonna do our playoff brackets.
Playoffs start today, right?
Yeah, they start.
Wild card's already going to happen.
They're going on right now,
Wow.
actually. Yeah, they're starting right now. Braves
like
are
they're
playing the
Oh,
Phillies right now. But yeah, they're playing the Phillies. Yeah, but yeah, it's starting today. We're gonna give our predictions for who's gonna win the series and the World Series, and then if you have a key factor for each series. Okay, who do you got winning?
We'll start with the Guardians Yankees series. I mean, we all know Aaron Judge, 62 home runs, crazy season. They had some late season worries where they started to kind of collapse a little bit, but I still like them. I'm going to take the Yankees in that series.
I'm going to pick the Yankees, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland wins, just because of how colossal of a fall apart the Yankees have had. Because outside of Judge, Stanton, and Cole, they don't look great, really.
Yeah.
I think they're going to rely too much. They rely too much on their stars to win them games.
Yeah, that's not something you want.
Yeah.
Ask the Angels.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got.
I also have the Yankees. I think Judge is doing really well. Me and Carter don't know a lot about baseball, but we're trying. So Judge is good. He's one of the best players in the MLB.
Yeah.
Probably
That's what I got.
honestly.
Yeah.
I got Yanks winning too. I mean, I only know the one guy in the Guardians, Emmanuel Clase, just because I got a rookie.
Clase, yeah.
Clase. I don't know. I just haven't
They've
heard.
got some young studs on the Guardians news. So.
But I'll go Yankees, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Who you got for the Mariners?
So Mariners, Astros. I got the Mariners in this series. Everybody loves the Astros. They had that cheating scandal and all whatever, but
Why do you have to bring that up?
because you have to. You have to.
Aren't you an Astros fan?
No. But they had that 8-1 comeback to win the wild card series and move on. I love J. Rod. He came in rookie of the year for sure at this point, right?
Yeah.
So
he's
he's a stud. So I got the Mariners. I don't think I could definitely see the Astros winning this series. They're always good. They're the higher seed, that sort of thing. But I definitely got. I like the underdog. The underdog setting with Seattle. So
yeah, I got Houston in 5. I think it'll be a great series. I think the Mariners they're just not going to go away. They're just going to. Houston will go up by 3 runs. The Mariners will hit a 2-run shot.
I think it's going to be. I think this series actually will come down to the stars.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a pretty consistent throughout the whole games, but it'll come down to how well the stars play.
I'm excited to see Verlander pitch, especially if he does get to Game 5. I'm hoping they'll pitch him Game 5. That'll be a fun game to see. Okay, going into who'd you guys have?
I'll say I think the Astros are going to win because I think the Mariners. I don't think it's a good thing that your best players are rookies. So that's all I'm going to say.
I think the Astros got the experience on this one, so I'm taking the Astros.
Yeah,
they do have the
also say
experience. I mean, they've been in playoffs for every year for the past
5 years.
5 years at
The
least.
Mariners have a cooler logo, but
Yeah. Yeah, the Mariners are young. They're not very experienced.
Yeah, the Yankees are going at it with the Cubs up there.
This is the first time the Mariners have made the playoffs
In a long time.
like 20 years or something like
20
that.
years.
Which I was surprised by. But okay, going on to the NL, you got the Phillies and Braves.
Definitely the Braves in this
Yeah, I
series.
got the
coming
Braves.
off of the World Series.
who's the Phillies' best player?
Bryce Harper.
Oh, what's that?
So they've definitely the
Aaron
Phillies.
Nola.
Yeah, the Phillies have some stars, but we all know what we're getting with Atlanta. They're consistent. They've got some stars down there too. Yeah, they lost Freddie Freeman, but they still won their division, and so
Yeah, I think the only way the Phillies win this series is if they make every game a close, like a low-scoring game. Like if
pitching.
if the Braves score more than 3 runs, it's going to be hard to win just because they have good starting pitchers. Like they have a good starting forward. Then their bullpen is good. They have a great closer in Jansen, and then their bats are they can smack the ball. Pause.
So what team is Nolan Arenado on?
He's on the Cardinals.
Yep.
How would they not make the playoffs? Don't they have a good team?
They did.
They lost in the
got
wild
knocked out.
card.
Like, who?
The Phillies.
I got the Braves. They made it to the championship last year and they won.
Yeah, I
That's
think
enough evidence in itself right there.
Amen. Brother.
I think personally this was the easiest series for me to pick is Braves over
Yeah.
Me too.
But we got Dodgers, San Diego.
Is that the Padres, right?
Yeah.
Who's
They
on the
picked up
Padres?
Juan Soto.
Tatis, right?
Yeah, he's not.
I thought he was on the Pirates.
No.
No, he's
No.
not.
Who's the good player on the Pirates then?
O'Neal
Pirates
Cruz.
are bad.
O'Neal Cruz.
No, but yeah, Tatis. We all know he's suspended. But
Yeah.
Juan Soto, they've actually picked it up and played well the last few
Yeah,
games. They looked really good at the wild card.
They looked
So I
really
think
good
they
in
might
the
actually give the
playoffs.
Dodgers some trouble. But I got the Dodgers.
And I see this as a 4-game series. We're gonna win in.
I can see the Dodgers winning like a few games, 4-3 or something like that, and they keep it close.
This is one of those series where I see the Dodgers win the first two, and then the Padres smack them just
Yeah,
for fun, and
yeah.
then the Dodgers win it. But yeah, I got the Dodgers winning.
Same.
Yeah, I got the Dodgers. I like the Dodgers. They got a cool logo.
Yeah.
But
I
who,
mean,
wait,
they've been
who they on their team?
they've been in the playoffs again.
Leia
they're-
Freeman, right?
Yeah,
Who else do they have?
They won a championship 2 years
Mookie
ago.
Betts.
Oh, I've actually heard of
They,
that.
they-
Yeah.
I would say the Dodgers have one of the most complete rosters.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
take the
always
Dodgers.
do.
I almost bought a Dodgers hat the other day, so I'm gonna take the Dodgers.
Like
Charles doesn't want them.
Yeah, the Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow picking
Yeah.
the college teams.
Oh, yeah,
I was,
he-
I was with a girl from LSU last night.
Are
I'm
you-
gonna take LSU.
You know, I was with Joe Burrow yesterday, so I'm going with LSU.
Yeah. Okay, going into the
World
NLDS.
Series.
Yeah. Or,
Is it World Series?
No, we're not there yet.
What do you mean we're not
We're
there
in the
yet?
conference
the
championship.
conference championship.
This is just one conference?
No. There's 8
Yeah.
teams here. We've
just
narrowed it
picked
down
out
to
the-
4.
Yeah.
Air it down to 2.
No.
Oh, wait. Wait. Oh,
Okay.
okay. This, man.
Come on, you know how
I'm a
to.
shambles.
You know how a bracket works. Come
Oh,
on.
no, I don't.
Okay.
We'll start out with Yankees Mariners. Like I said, I love the underdog story with the Mariners, but the Yankees will beat them.
Yankees are making the World Series.
I got Houston making this the World Series.
I could see. Legitimately, the Mariners is the only team I don't see coming out.
They're too young for me.
Yeah.
I just don't think that they can. Even if they can beat the Astros, I just don't see them making it past the Yankees.
I feel like they're going to be too gassed to play the Yankees. Like they're going to be spent. But yeah, I got Houston beating the Yankees. I think it'll be a
Who's their
good
best
series.
player?
But Houston, Verlander, Justin Verlander.
Pitcher?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like the Cy Young front runner for the AL.
Who's the Sahu?
Cy Young, the best pitcher.
Oh.
Cy Young.
I thought he played
Cy
the
who?
All right, I got
Cy
the,
Young's not the best pitcher ever because he didn't win a Cy Young.
Yeah, it's a,
I got
it's a valid
I
point.
had the Yankees beating the Astros handily. I think Aaron Judge hits 2 home runs in this. Maybe a walk off or 2.
In
So
the series or in the
series?
one of the games. One of the games.
I got the Astros. I got the Astros winning in 6. Okay, let's move on.
Braves, Dodgers. I like the Braves. Sorry, but I got the Dodgers coming out.
I'm picking the Braves.
He's a Braves fan, so I don't dislike that pick. The Braves. These are both two very solid teams. I think Freddie Freeman's going to take down his old team though.
Yeah, a revenge story.
I'll take Freddie Freeman, too.
I still blame his agent, but no need to talk.
Definitely was his agent's fault, but yeah.
Okay.
I'll take the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Almost bought that hat. Weston used to wear a Dodgers hat, so
Okay. World Series. Who do you guys have?
Yankees?
Yankees, Dodgers. I got Dodgers.
I got Houston Braves. I got Braves
Really?
Back to
You got
back.
2 Pete?
back to back. I want to see the World Series repeat. I want to see the rematch. But
How many times does that happen with like a 2 Pete?
Did you guys play?
we played the Astros last year.
Oh,
Also.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I keep getting the 2020 championship.
Yeah.
and
The
stuff.
Braves were the 3 seeds last year.
Yeah.
Houston was the 2 seed. But,
Yeah, I got the Dodgers because I think the Yankees make it. I think the Braves with the Dodgers would beat them. That's kind of how I feel about it. But I think Judge he's the MVP. But
Yeah, I feel like the NL teams they can scheme better for Judge and Stanton if they play them better than like Houston or somebody.
He's got Stan. He's not in the Marlins, right?
No, not anymore. But I feel like the Braves and the Dodgers. I feel like whoever comes out of the NL is going to win. Because I feel like they're the two most complete teams.
I think I got the Yankees. I think Judge is gonna bring her home. I think he's gonna carry him like LeBron. I think. Yep. I think he's gonna hit 60 home runs in the World Series game.
Rare 60 each game. Every time he's up at bat, he gets a home run.
Yep, just like me.
I will say I felt like the Mets were one of the most complete teams, but then they got eliminated, which I'm glad they did because I hate the Mets. But
why?
Yeah, me too.
Because
I hate them.
Division rivals.
I don't even know where the Mets are at.
I hate New York.
Met Town.
The borough.
Maryland.
I just hate Scherzer. He's good.
That's good.
I've had to face him for the last 10 years. But
Wasn't he on like the Nationals before? Something?
yeah, so they're also in our
their
division. Yeah. But yeah, that's who we got. The thing I love about the MLB and their playoffs is anybody can win.
Legitimately every year is so wide open.
Because the NBA and NFL, they're
The NFL is very top heavy.
Yeah.
The MLB,
The NBA,
it's more. I think the NBA is more wide open than the NFL, but I think it's also
The
pretty
MLB
tight.
is just so balanced, you know.
Yeah.
the thing about the NBA is you have the 5 title contenders. The NBA, you have the 5 title contenders. The MLB, anybody,
Pretty much
wild card
all
team
the
could win.
divisional guys.
Yeah.
We could, we were saying, we can see any of these teams. I said literally every team except for the Mariners. I can see winning.
For sure.
So,
All right.
thank you guys for watching. We'll have last week's up here. Subscribe. And I'm sure it'll be another one.
Our TikTok will be linked.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We'll see you.
Go Yankees.